Let's just take our viewers through what went on in the week, right? The Nifty, as we said, ended with a mild cut of close to under percent. But what's worrying the markets? A few factors are at play. One is the geopolitical tensions. They are back on the table. The other factor, if we look at it, is that there's uncertainty with regard to Trump's tariffs. So yes, there is headway, there is talk, but action has not really been coming about. And India is still waiting by for its turn to get a concrete deal with the United States. So that's what we're waiting by from. And what Nimesh will talk about in just a bit is the supply of paper. A little is okay. You can take a little bit more. But now on a day-to-day basis, you're having, either $500 million, $1 billion, or even more than that. And that supply of paper at some point of time, it worries sentiment. And, a lot of smart investors will say, why do I allocate right now? There's so much of supply that's coming in there. Actually, some will be looking forward to the earnings season, but at least that's what will, put a bit of a lid in terms of supply of paper. Otherwise, on a day-to-day basis, we have D-Street chatter. And Nimesh tells us not one, not two, or sometimes all four of them are just block trades. So that's another factor at play. There is some optimism, though, with regard to Fed rate hike action, rate cut action, because the inflation prints for this week itself were a little bit softer. And I was looking at the Fed futures, from around 60%, that's moved towards 70%. They're factoring in a rate cut now in September. And then instead of December, they're factoring another rate cut in October. So we'll have to wait by to see what happens on that front. But I think because, we're in a bit of a range, right? 24,450 on the downside, 25,250 on the upside. So the Nifty is on its range, but you have individual stocks that are in a world of their own. Now, if you're allocating money as of today, what is the top bet you'll have in terms of sectors, if you're looking at? And as you said, you're fully invested. So